We are talking on UTotal English Advanced Unit 2 communities. We are going to learn some new phrasal verbs and work on the vocabulary. So read the texts below. Would you like to join any of these communities? Why or why not? Would you like to join them temporarily or permanently? They said it was a passing trend that would never catch on. They were wrong. When I turned up at the Chrysalis hippie commune 40 years after I'd left it, nothing had changed. Living here, you can still get by on $550 a week and you'll have no problems fitting in. Everyone is welcome. We decided to do up a small barn in a tiny rural village. No water, no electricity, no internet. We filled in some forms to get planning permission, and these took months. Then the terrible weather held us up, so we couldn't start renovating. Finally, a year later, the house was finished. We knew nobody in the community except John, who had carried out most of the work. I first came across Claudio and the surfing community in Sao Paulo. I'd never surfed before, but I took to it immediately. Claudio told me they were expecting giant waves at the end of the summer, so I practiced every day and saw to it that I was ready. When the big waves came, I got through it okay. It seemed like a good way to keep up with the latest books. Anyone is welcome to write reviews and post them on the site. It really comes down to demonstrating the process because we wanted to get away from the idea that you need a degree in order to write and read reviews. And please find 4 phrasal verbs in each text, which mean the following words. Please stop the video and then put down your answers. The next slide. Put down your answers. The next slide. Okay, and the last slide. Great. So work in pairs and discuss the questions. Did you take to your partner or best friend immediately? Why or why not? Do you have to come up with ideas at work or school? Have you come across any interesting people, books, places in the last few months? Have you come across any interesting people, books, places in the last few months? Do you do anything special to get away from your daily routine, and what? Do you keep up with new developments in your work, hobby, and how? When was the last time you filled in a form, and what was it for? So choose at least 4 questions of the slide and put your answers down and send it to me. Read the text and do the exercise. When you read and hear phrasal verbs that you think are useful, write them down in context. Note what type of phrasal verb they are. See the 4 types from exercise 3 and look for patterns in the use of particles. Circle 4 phrasal verbs in the paragraph below and add them to your notes. What types of phrasal verb are they? I visited Sydney, Australia for a few days so I could catch up with my long-lost cousin. He put me up in his spare room. In the end, he looked after me so brilliantly and we became such good friends that I stayed on an extra month and did all his cooking and cleaning. So find 4 phrasal verbs and write them down with the context.